What up YouTube, Quasi here, on my way home, and it is time to talk about engine braking. Mainly because this is another thing that as a new rider, I didn't know anything about. I didn't know if it was good or bad or dangerous or what, but it's really simple. So basically, engine braking is when you slow down your bike using just the engine, no brake. Like right now, if I roll off the throttle, it automatically slows down. The amount of engine braking you get depends on your bike. Some bikes have very little engine braking. Others, like the Ninja 300, have fairly significant engine braking. And one question people ask is, why would you do this, and is it safe? And one reason you would do this is because it saves your brakes. You're not getting all that wear on your brake pads. Let's see if I can make it real quick before everyone starts going. And I think another reason people do engine braking is because it allows for smooth deceleration, especially like at the track. I haven't done it myself, so I can't say for sure. Maybe that's bullshit, but I do like to use engine braking just myself out on the street when I can. And as far as it being safe, yes, it is safe with two catches. Let me get over real quick. The first catch is if you downshift and you're not accounting for revs. Like if you're close to red line and you downshift while you're close to red line, unless you have a slipper clutch, you're probably gonna lock up your tires, cause some transmission or clutch damage, and you don't want that. You might get thrown off from your bike. But as long as you're used to shifting correctly, then you're not gonna have any issues with that. The other catch, oh boy, it's traffic. I wish I could split. The other catch is that if you use engine braking, your brake lights don't engage, obviously, because you're not using your brake levers. So I recommend that you at least flash your brakes when you're engine braking, just to give the drivers behind you a warning, because honestly, some drivers aren't paying attention to anything but the red lights in front of them. If they never see that, they're not going to slow down. So even if you use engine braking, it's good practice to just tap your brakes real quick to give the riders or drivers behind you a heads up. A related concept is rev matching when you downshift. Let's see if I can demonstrate here real quick for you. Okay, I'm shifting up into third. Actually, let me go into second because I'm going so slow. Now, instead of using my brakes to decelerate, I'm just going to roll off the throttle. And you see how I blipped the throttle and shifted down? And see, all this slowing down that's happening right now is no brakes. You can't see my foot, but I wasn't using my brake there either. That rev matching lets you downshift smoothly because it brings up your RPMs to where they need to be when you're in that next lower gear. And it takes some practice to get used to, but when you get it down, it's pretty fun. And it helps make your shifting a lot more smooth. But yeah, that's about it. So as always, if you have any questions, comments, I always see that guy in the morning when I'm coming this way. I see him. When I'm coming home, I'll see him. That thing is so cool. The new one-wheel Segway that folds up into a backpack, or it's like attached to the backpack. I don't know what it's called, but it's pretty dope. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all. So as always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know. Peace. Alright, for good measure, I'm gonna downshift and rev match for you one more time. Alright, I'm rolling off the throttle. A blip and downshift.